All I know is ready.
Hello, Internet.
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 How are you, Internet?
Hey, girl or guy.
Have you been up to shenanigans,
I have.
Always.
Internet?
What'd you guys do last week?
Downtime.
Downtime.
All the time.
Mm-hmm.
Asher did some contemplating.
Yep.
Tell us about it, Asher. Give us your secrets.
My secrets?
Yeah.
Secrets.
What secrets did you find last session?
Is this a serious question?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have any secrets.
I think
Everybody.
Asher has the most secrets out of all of them.
Secret,
I reconstruct
secrets.
some of my spells.
Oh.
I contemplated life. I stalked all of you. Hung out with my adopted dad.
Maggie Daddy?
Yep.
Nice. I think we end up all did we all end up by the end of the night ending up in the tavern, or was it just Mirko, Ronan, and Gwen?
Chill.
I believe Asher was there, but was like watching you guys.
Mm.
Yeah.
And then you guys
then,
were boring, and then I think at one point I left.
yeah, to go pick some new spells.
Which I did.
Yeah. And everybody else went to the library to try to learn some new things.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's right.
Yep.
Yep, I remember that.
We found out that there are a lot of conspiracy theories. And Ronan may have just fallen down that rabbit hole. Just a little.
Oh man. Mirko just sees like Ronan at the equivalent of like the magazine rack with all the tabloids.
Oh, yeah. He has subscribed to the National Enquirer equivalent in this realm.
I just see like man with crab hands on the front.
Mm-hmm. It's actually just a druid, but like, like that guy. That's the guy. These are the people we need to watch out for.
I've heard they're on the outskirts of town.
Just lurking. Lurking under the decks.
Yeah, right.
You never know when a crab man's going to pull you in.
That's why they say don't let your feet hang off the docks. Yeah. Crab man will get you.
That makes the most sense. That makes the most sense. Asher, watch out.
Oh man. Ugh.
All right. Is there anything you'd like to do before you go to bed? Or the next day before the execution?
I was trying to think like in the library, like as far as like history books. What do we I guess this is to the group. Like, what do we need to maybe put a little bit more research into and find um and find out a little bit more and see if we can link some things together, like about Crimson Throne, anything like that.
Hmm. I wonder if there are like any like other than not being able to produce an heir, like any other historical patterns, like a regular occurrence of unrest, uh, a regular occurrence of like trade disruption or plagues
Mm-hmm.
or like I don't know, near cataclysmic magical events, magical or non magical events. Like, is there like any sort of pattern that we could find?
Or like maybe also look, maybe research books about um the relationship between Corvosa and Cheliax, um, and just like see if there's any other repeating events or anything that we could possibly prevent. Especially with like us knowing that, what was his name, Ampri,
The
that like Ampri's the diplomat, right?
yeah.
He was a diplomat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And we know Ampri's last name, right? I think.
Yes. I'm trying to remember if it
Pretty
is
sure we did.
Ampri. It might
Oh, is
just
Ampri the last?
Ampri might be the last name.
Oh, okay.
Let's see.
But I mean, it doesn't have to be like necessarily anything now, but like if there's
Ampri is the last name.
Ampri's the last name.
Yeah.
For maybe a little buff on some history checks or some knowledge local checks, because we did the thing and went to the library and studied. Let's not run into this blind. Let's do research.
Darvane Geos Ambri. Ampri.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, so Mirko wants to use the library and see if what exactly are you
I
looking
guess
for?
I could see if there's any patterns to like what we're seeing right now, to things that have happened in the past. Also looking at like maybe honing in on the Cheliax connection and seeing if maybe if the last name Ampri comes up before, you know, in older, history texts or anything.
Okay, go ahead, and you have either of those, local or history.
I have local. Character Mirko
Bless you.
skills knowledge local. Hiya. No, normal. I definitely took 20. I see that I'm still rolling like I did last night.
Yep. Uh, so you spend a couple hours doing that. You don't really find anything. It looks like Ampri is a sort of newer name
Okay.
from Cheliax. Some sort of new new money kind of deal. And you begin to suspect that his appointment to diplomat with Corvosa was,
Mm-hmm.
at least in part, to get him out of the city and to stop annoying other people.
Oh. Okay. All right.
Yeah. Real people with real power. At least in Cheliax.
Okay.
But not too long ago, he was but a rich merchant.
Was a rich merchant. Okay.
Yeah.
But now he annoys everybody.
Yep.
Sounds like a normal timeline.
Yeah. Became a merchant, slowly got wealthier, got wealthy enough to become nobility, annoyed too many people, got sent
Thinks
off.
everybody likes him,
Yeah, got sent off to a different
but he's actually
place.
annoying.
Yep, exactly. The normal timeline.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um, I want to do something sneaky,
Sneaky, sneaky.
sneaky.
Okay.
I would like to check up on Gwen's place.
Okay.
Um, see if there's anything amiss. She's uh, getting into any more shiver or something else.
She is with you in this group.
That's true. I would like to sneak away.
Okay.
I would like to
So while
go.
while Gwen is helping Mirko find books, you're just gonna go look at her house.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah. I want to. I'll cast invisibility on myself and sneak away.
All right. You will successfully do that.
Ah,
Mirko's gonna mumble like over his shoulder, like it's not really stealthy when you literally say the shadow before you go invisible. Nah.
All of a sudden, something like clocks you in the side of the face.
Like goes invisible and then like
Just a skippity pat.
yeah.
Uh, yeah, I'd like to see if anything is. See if she's hiding anything that could like potentially harm her.
Okay.
I don't know. Yeah.
So you're gonna break into her house.
Sneakily.
Uh huh.
And investigate. Yeah.
Do you have the right things for it?
I have the right things for it.
Do you have disable device to pick locks?
Let's see. I can't tell. Um, sample device. I don't, but I have a +2 in it.
So I
Somehow.
will. You can either actually break in, or you can just peer through windows.
I'll peer through windows.
Oh gosh. This is not the storyline I thought we were going with.
Yeah, I know. Um, I do have. I thought I had another thing that helped me uh, investigate better, but I guess I don't. Let's go with the action splash. What does light do? Like a torch, whatever it is. I wonder if I have to. Oh yeah, I have to touch an object. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna go and see what I can find. I'll cast light on my hands really quickly, just to kind of be able to see in the dark.
Okay. Uh, Give me a perception check.
Woo,
Whoa.
perception. Are you at perception? Yeah. Not terrible. Could be better.
Yeah, you go around, look through all the windows. Everything looks good to you.
Let's
Nothing dangerous or anything otherwise.
got it. Is there anything like around her house? Like maybe other signs of people snooping around?
Nope.
Nope.
Mm-mm.
Just me.
Just you.
Just just being a creepy dude. All
Yep.
right. Got it. Well, I'll go and join back up at the library. Actually, how far is it
It's
away?
pretty far.
Pretty far.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because this
Well,
this
yeah.
is the library here,
Right.
and Gwen's house is like up here.
Got it. All right. Well, I'll just go back to the inn. Do. That's it.
Okay. Anything else?
Nothing. Mirko.
Okay. Anything the next day before the execution? And then who is going to the execution?
I guess Mirko would. Yeah, Mirko would probably go.
Mirko's going. Okay.
Yeah, I guess Ronan will go.
I'll go.
All right. We'll just assume everybody goes.
Except for Shalar. She's being real cagey.
Yeah, because I've been all the time.
Everybody but Shaylor. Shaylor's busy moving boxes.
You know those kids.
Yep.
Always making a mess.
Mm-hmm. All right. So the big crowd gathers in the courtyard. Just gonna move people, places.
Woo.
Whee!
We. The queen emerges amid a great flourish and pomp as heralds announce her arrival with a fanfare of music and drums.
Ooh.
And she takes a seat in a high throne-like chair at one end of the public courtyard. And then shortly thereafter, at the same time, she has someone in armor next to her. But they have their helmet on, so you cannot see who it is.
Does the armor look familiar?
The armor looks like nothing Ronan has ever seen before.
Does Mirko recognize the armor?
The armor is not like anything any of you have seen before.
Describe it.
You, the player, have seen this armor before.
You, the player, have seen the armor before.
Yep.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it the all red armor?
Yeah, it's the red armor. It's,
Doesn't Cressida wear that?
No, she wears a different armor. It has red on it, I believe.
But the redder that it gets, the more important the person is, right? Something like that.
Hers is the guard, and it's all red. This character.
Wait, was this from the last campaign? Is this a Grey Maiden?
Yeah, this is
This is
the
the
same
same
armor that
Okay.
Oriana would wear.
Yeah, Oriana, that's right.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's right. Oh my gosh.
That.
That's cool.
Yay.
This is what got us going down this track.
Yeah.
Because we thought that character was so cool.
Yep. And then shortly thereafter, a drum begins to beat. And then the procession comes out with Trina. And they bring her up to the executioner's block.
How does she look? Like, has she been beaten, or does she look worse or bad just because of her situation?
This is. She just looks bad because of her situation.
Okay.
Yep. And then the queen stands up and gives a little speech. Fellow Kervorsians, you have suffered greatly these past few weeks. Homes have burned, family members have died, and fortunes have been lost. I feel your suffering, for not only have I lost a beloved husband, but with each act of anarchy that followed, my heart bled more. This has been a trying time for us, yet the torment is at an end. Before you is the source of your anguish and pain. Do not be deceived by this murderer's timid nature. She is a black-hearted assassin. I offer you her death as a salve against the hatred and hurt you have suffered. And so, without further delay, let us usher in this new dawn with justice. And then the
Could I get a
executioner...
vibe check of like the crowd?
Of what? The crowd?
Of the crowd? Are they buying it or no?
It's much as it was described to you by the vendor, where it's like half and half.
Okay.
Like
Like,
well,
is there
it's
sort of
like a third, and a third. There's a
okay?
third who are upset that it's happening. There's a third who are excited that it's happening, and then there's a third who are just like, yeah,
Death.
death.
Got it. But it doesn't seem like this crowd is like going to be volatile and just like erupt into violence.
You do not currently get that vibe, no.
Okay.
So the executioner raises his axe, and then a dagger embeds itself in the back of his hand, thrown from the crowd.
Ooh.
A man dressed in a hooded cloak and black mask springs up to Trina's side and cuts the bonds on her wrists, and then throws the dagger down to pin the executioner's left foot to the wood platform. And he turns to the crowd and says, "Yes, indeed, my queen. Let us usher in justice, but let that be justice for Corvosa, and not this shambles you call a monarchy. Long live Corvosa. Down with the queen." And that makes it slightly different. Because now all the factions are
Yeah.
not happy with each other.
All right. What's the vibe check now?
And vibe check.
Now the vibe check is very bad.
Mm.
And you see the queen whisper something to the person next to her, and they quickly turn and go back inside the castle. The
Wow. Okay.
hooded and cloaked man grabs Trina, and they take off. But they are impeded by the crowd, and there are other guards moving in. Is there anything you guys would like to do?
Uh, Ronan wants to kind of. Ronan wants to help, um, but not be recognized by the guards. Um, he kind of wants to disguise himself a little bit and try and help the people flee.
Okay. So just like kind of like clearing the way and like just kind of like bumping into people here and there to just like move them.
Yeah, yeah. Body check them to
Yeah.
help Trina escape. And he'll do so by casting of Anonymity on himself.
Okay. Mirko.
Mm. Um. So the whole time, like the main thing when Mirko went, um, no matter the outcome, whatever happened, he just wanted to make sure. Excuse me. He just wanted to make sure that like any innocent people didn't get hurt.
Hmm.
So like he wanted to make sure that um he wanted to make sure that if there was anybody that was that unfair fights, um you know people getting ganged up on or anything like that, if he sees anything like that, he's just gonna step in and put an end to it.
Okay. Making sure people don't get trampled.
Stuff like that. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Asher, anything in particular you want to be doing?
I would like to provide support for Mirko.
Okay.
My new spells are kind of battlefield support.
Mm. All right. So Ronan is able to clear the way, get people moved, or get people moved into the way of guards. And the man and Trina are able to escape. And you're pretty sure that the man in the mask winked at you as he went by.
Winked
Do
at
At Ronan.
winked at Roden.
Yeah.
I? What do I do? I recognize this masked man?
Uh, no. He is in a full costume with a mask.
I mean, you know, what I'm thinking is like the tuxedoed gentleman from like Sailor Moon? So is it?
No. It's like hood and like mask and
No.
there's a picture of it. Hold on.
Pseudo ninja. Got it.
Yes, you don't intro. How do I do this? There we go. Yep. And then I just do this. Ba-ding. Then I do this. Save it like that. And then I upload it in here. This file, that file.
No, I found it. Here it is. No. So dumb.
And then I show players. Show players. Yes? No? Maybe so?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Ooh,
that's cool.
that is pretty cool. I like it. I like it a lot. Could I get a bead on where they're going?
Uh,
Can you all see me?
yeah.
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 That was odd. I just got a big red banner that was like, "You have been disconnected."
Weird.
I assure you did not.
No, you do not know. Like, they, like, get out of this very crowded area and then just, like, disappear.
Mm. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Somebody have a knowledge local they want to roll? I'm getting rid of this ridiculously big message.
What? That is the best message. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. I don't have knowledge local.
Yay! I rolled something.
You rolled it hard.
Yeah. You, the character, recognize the person.
Mm-hmm.
It is a person that was mentioned in the player's guide, so I don't know if you remember. But Corvosa does have a folk hero named Blackjack.
It was in the player's guide?
Yeah.
We have a player's guide?
No. I do not remember reading about Black.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Right
a
on
whole
page
like
7.
PDF.
He's the very first
Where we
citizen
all
of
chose our
note.
background.
Yeah. Hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
So the cloaked dude was a blackjack, huh?
Blackjack.
Yep. All right. Is there anything you guys would like to do after the execution?
Uh, I would like to. Oh, I guess turn to the party and say, well, that was interesting. Do you think we should find them?
I wouldn't say we should maybe go after him now because I'm sure the whole place is going to be crawling. Crawling with guards trying to find these guys. Find these two. Did you see what direction they went?
Uh, did Ronan? I know that, like, I tried to. They disappeared in a certain area.
Yeah, you did not see which way they went.
Okay.
They just left. I mean, they left out towards the middle of the city, so really they could have gone anywhere.
Got it. Um, are there places to like escape in this area, like you know, down into the sewers or like
Oh,
alleys or something?
um, the artists. What's the artist's name again?
Trina.
Trina. Um, does is she like a part of like a house or
Like a noble
um
house or something?
like a noble house or like a group, a clan, anything like that?
Not that you were aware of.
Okay, all right.
There are lots of alleys, there are lots of sewers, there are lots of places they could have gone.
Okay. Um, Only because like I wanted to see like if the guards and stuff like turn to those associated with her and start trying to like round them up or anything.
The only thing you can think of is her neighbors in the shingles
Mm-hmm.
would be
Okay.
someplace they might go.
Gotcha. Yeah, because like I don't want like if I saw the guards going after like if a group of people that are standing there at the execution basically saying like, where did they go? Starting trying to like interrogate them on the spot.
No, I think once they escaped into the city proper, the guards had to report back to Cressida to get some sort of more concrete search going.
Okay. Well, I mean, should we head to the shingles and make sure the guards aren't destroy like absolutely like destroying people's homes, burning, setting on fire, stuff like that? Should we head to the shingles?
It's a good place to start. Asher, do you have anything? Do you have any insight, or you want to go anywhere? Any thoughts?
Check my notes. So, I think Asher would follow and watch and see what happens.
Okay.
So just gonna go to the shingles, stake out the apartment, see what's up.
Yeah, I think so. If there's nothing like alarming that's alarming us like in this immediate area, other than just people pissed that they didn't get to watch somebody get executed.
No, just that right here.
Hmm.
All right. To the shingles. To the shingles.
Now, I know my way around the shingles pretty well, yeah?
Yeah. Why?
No reason yet.
Okay. So you guys hang out for how long?
As far as staking out,
Yeah.
execution happened in the middle of the day.
Yep.
I would say, I'd say, I'd say 24 hours, or until like late morning.
Okay. Are you doing it sneakily, or are you just like?
I feel like we should go and be somewhere within eyesight of where her home was, because right, that's where we started. That started the chase. Was we went to go to her where she lived in the shingles, and then she took off.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So maybe we just try to like hang out across the street somewhere or something.
So you're not like hiding. You're just somewhere nearby.
Yeah, there's nothing
where
to
you
really
can
hide
see.
from, right? Like, you know, we're just there. I know Mirko's concerned that like the guards are gonna like start setting fire and to the shingles and stuff, trying to get people to talk and give up where Trina is.
I would like to hide. I would like to. Or I feel as if Ronan would understand that people on the run, if there's anything of import over here, they're not going to be wanting to be around. Um, so it might be better for us to actually hide. You know, we can still keep an eye on the guards, but
Mm-hmm.
I think if we are a little bit more intentional about how we present ourselves, Um, 'Cause honestly, I'm not exactly sure what this all means. Um, you might even find a clue to, if she's not here, a way to contact her or that masked bandito.
Ronan could probably also hear like maybe other places they're searching for her. Like overhear the guards talking, in the area. I guess
Hmm.
I guess I should ask, like, does it seem like there's a presence there?
Shortly after you guys get there, several guards do show up.
Okay. Okay.
They
Yeah, so I mean maybe yeah. I yeah, sure. I'll buy in and maybe try to like sit you know, stand by in an alley behind boxes or something and just try to
Try, try crouching, crouching. Yep,
because we
yep.
all know how that stealth roll is going to go.
mm-hmm,
So I'm just going to say it now.
yeah.
I'm going to try and help him. Yes. I'm going to give you some guidance. Give you a +1
Solid.
to your stealth roll.
Rodin's like, stop. You are bigger than that box. Go to that box over there and hide behind that one.
It's more of a it's more of a
Right?
it's the Batman Robin meme, and that's how I give guidance. So
Perfect. Uh, so a couple guards show up, like three. One goes into Trina's apartment. One stands guard outside. The other one just like knocks on neighbors' doors and talks to them, see if they've seen anything, and then leaves. And then the ones that are in and outside the apartment just are just standing watch and get changed out every 6 hours or so.
could I investigate the area and see um, again, maybe Asher, since you know the city pretty well, do you know of like if people want to make themselves scarce and get out of this area, how would they go about doing that?
People wanted to make themselves scarce.
Yeah, if they need to flee from the shingles or even the city, how would where would you go? Who would you talk to?
Sorry, let me look at my map. I mean, you can correct me if I'm wrong, GM, but I think, I mean, in many ways, the answer is the shingles. Um, I don't know if one would want to get out of the shingles if you were trying to hide. Oh, sorry, my map just cut off.
I mean,
You'd want to stay in that like really densely populated area.
probably.
Where would you go to hide in the shingles?
That is a good question
I mean,
that I, the player, do not know.
there's all sorts of alleys and stuff.
Yeah, I think Asher would probably like advise of a few places that he has hid in the shingles that like give a good vantage point. Like maybe there's a few points that allow visual on like guard routes. Um, so you can kind of see them coming from the front and have an escape out the back kind of situation. I'll give you my favorite hiding spot.
Do you want to go check it out?
Sure. Yeah, we could do that.
Mirko, you want to come with or
Yeah.
um, keep watching her place?
Well, I mean, if they haven't set torch to it at this point, looks like they're kind of resigning to the fact that she didn't go to the most obvious place. So let's head out.
Yes. She's probably, her savior is probably too smart for that.
Mm-hmm.
Follow Asher.
Okay. I think I will start with the hiding place that's, I guess, the most hidden, like the furthest away from what just went down.
Okay. Are you guys moving stealthily or are you just walking around?
I think Asher would be moving stealthily. Mostly because I don't want anyone to track us to my favorite hiding spots.
I will do the same thing.
Oh. So would Mirko. Mirko would kind of follow the group and
I will slap them with guidance once more.
Alright, so you move stealthily to all of Asher's favorite hiding places. Get some good views of guards moving in organized patterns, searching streets and alleyways. But they don't see you because you're moving stealthily.
We see anything? Any recent activity?
They don't look like they've been used since the last time Asher was in them.
Asher is quietly pleased about that.
Except for one, which has a stray dog in it,
Oh,
eating some food that it stole.
straight
I'm gonna
dog.
give it a little bit more food from my own personal
Aw.
stash.
Very excited about that.
Here you go, little guy.
Does the dog pick up on my buddy?
Yes, but not in like a standoffish kind of way.
Okay.
All right, describe the dog.
This is really important for the plot.
I'm gonna go with. What should I go with?
Something good. Is it a dire corgi?
It's not a dire corgi. But that should definitely be a thing, because if you could ride around on just a giant corgi, that would be very funny.
Oh my goodness.
Very low clearance, though.
Very low clearance. Yeah. It's a whole bread truck, not just a loaf.
It's a Labrador.
Alright, his name is Stowaway, and he lives here now.
Okay. Deal.
How much dog poop is in this place?
There's no dog poop in this place.
No.
He knows better.
Just how much dog poop is in this place?
It's all neatly piled outside.
Oh, okay. Good for throwing.
So it stinks.
Yeah, good for throwing at guards.
You are in the shingles. Most things stink.
So true.
Anything
Alright,
else?
so where do we want to look next? Didn't we? Where did we see her when we were running across the roofs? Wasn't she like in someone's bed that we were like. Sorry, can you refresh my memory on that whole chain of events?
That was her apartment. That's where you guys started.
Okay, this might be really dumb, but Ashley's gonna suggest that we go to her apartment.
All right.
If nothing else, we know for sure she won't be there, and we can poke around.
Yeah.
We had to get past the guards, though.
You think there's guards at her apartment? Did I miss that before?
You did. There's
Yeah,
a
they're
guard
on regular.
in her apartment and a guard outside her apartment.
Oh. Never mind then. Unless you want to send your buddy in. Can your buddy check things out for us yet or no?
My buddy. Let's see. How long does invisibility last?
Probably rounds per level.
Yeah. Let me see. Come on, Ted. Give me something good, brother. Teamwork, share spells, monster lore, special
Minute per
ability.
level. Sorry.
Minute per level.
Minute per level.
So I am level 4, so that's like 5 minutes. But my buddy has something cool. Which I think is Spell Sponge? Yes, double the duration when your master targets you with a harmless spell. So that's almost 10 minutes. So 8 minutes.
8 minutes. For what? Sorry?
Invisibility.
No, what is the thing to make it
Spell
double?
Sponge. It's a special ability. It's on my hero lab under special abilities on the buddy sheet.
Hero Lab under your special buddy. Go to you. Go to your buddy. Spell Sponge. It certainly does. Yep, so you can make your buddy invisible for 8 minutes.
Yeah. So what do we want? What do you want my buddy to look for?
Uh, I guess any signs that she has been in there recently. Like at least see if the guards are like in their place.
Yeah. Is there an alternative way to get into our apartment so we can maximize um, the invisibility?
The only other way you know into apartment is from the rooftop.
Could we sneakily do that?
You can attempt to do that, yes. And how close would you like to get? Well,
As
attempting to
close as
sneakily do this.
close as possible. Oh, I want to get close enough so that we can maximize the invisibility spell. So, you know, essentially, I want my buddy to at least have a minute of movement in and out of the apartment. So 6 minutes within inside. So, however close we need for that.
Okay. Let's see what we got. Well, we're definitely going to need a climb check to get on top of the roof. I assume Ronan is doing this alone.
I suppose to make sure it happens.
Well, I
Yeah, I
assume all
mean,
the.
I mean, yeah, Mirko would probably just kind of stay nearby.
Okay, so Ronan roll a climb check and a stealth check.
Okay. Okay, climb is pretty good.
Oh, baby.
Okay, and then stealth. Also not bad. Hmm.
Do you have it randomizing?
No, I changed it.
Okay, so you do manage to climb up to the rooftop level.
Hmm.
Let's see. You need an acrobatics and another stealth.
Hmm. Is there anything that can help me with this? Is my awareness or anything? Okay, acrobatics, you say?
Mm-hmm.
And stealth?
perception and another stealth. Yep, didn't think that was going to be particularly hard.
Ooh, shit. Oh no.
Hey, why does what's the
No.
20?
It's probably for the card.
Why does that come up Ronan?
I was gonna say.
Oh, because I've clicked on Ronan. So if I click on Gwen, then it
Oh,
takes me away.
gotcha.
Yeah, we'll
I was
take
like
Gwen.
weirdly distressed for getting a 20.
Nope. Okay.
Yeah, we'll take.
So the guard that is in the apartment does see you. Do you want to do anything as he tries to open the window to yell at you?
Uh, I want to. Let's see. That's the best I got. I got a -1 in diplomacy, but a +8 in intimidate. I would like to intimidate the guard from opening the window to yell at me.
Oh, okay. Uh, let's see.
I
So
want to
you're
use
gonna
my
do
yeah,
an
man.
intimidation check. You're gonna try to get them to do what you want. So there's coerce an opponent or influence opponent's attitude. It's probably influence opponent's attitude
Mm-hmm.
because you want it to take an action that does not endanger it.
Yep.
Okay. So roll the intimidation. And the DC of the check is equal to 10 plus the target's hit dice plus the target's wisdom modifier. So that is 15.
Okay. Uh, is there a way that I can buff my roll? Could I give myself guidance?
No.
Okay. Could I use acid splash around me to make the thing like give me like a smoky air, like it like change it to it looks like I'm really like dangerous, like a threat.
I mean, you can attempt to do that. I don't know if that will work the way you want it to. Acid splash, acid splash, acid splash.
Okay. No, well,
Mainly because that would then take you like 4 turns to even get to the intimidation part, at which point the window will already be open.
okay. Well, Let's just try it. Hoo-hoo.
The guard looks at you, uh, blinks a couple times, and then just like pretends he can't see you anymore.
Nice.
Just
Ronan
like
being
looks out
intimidating
a
is not on
different
the way.
window.
Yeah. I just got the cowl up. I'm looking real big. You just see a flash of green eyes underneath the cowl.
Just like, yep, I know that's not the person that I'm looking out for, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
not gonna mess with them. So I'm just gonna look out this other window over here.
Nice. All right. So now do I. So am I in position?
Uh, you are in position.
Okay. Cast invisibility on my buddy.
Mm-hmm.
I give him some good scritchums.
Yep.
And I say, okay, you got to go find the lady. See if she was there. And I give them a piece of dried fish. It was like, you'll get another piece if you do good and bring me back something. So, 8 minutes on the clock for the buddy.
Great. I, I'm glad that this has happened. Because you have no way to actually speak with your animal, do you? And your animal has no way to actually speak with you.
Yeah, but it's vibes.
Just get down by.
It's
Yeah.
vibes.
I have. I mean, you've seen Baron Von Dog. Baron Von Dog knows.
The cat goes and does something, and then comes back as it reappears.
Huh? Is it a clue? Is it something good?
The cat has nothing with it. It's just sitting there looking at you.
All right. Well,
If only you'd let that guard open the window, maybe he could have gone in.
okay. Uh, is there not a chimney that the cat can like crawl down into, or like?
There's no chimney now.
Got it. And the guard is still in there.
Oh, yeah.
Um, is there a way that I can get the guard out of the room?
Like what?
Um, I really don't have very much of anything. All right, here we go. Could I cast Acid Splash on the window to melt the window off? Or
I don't believe Acid Splash can do that. But I will double check. Acid Splash. the acid from Acid Splash isn't strong enough to deal damage to objects.
Is there only one window?
No, there's multiple windows.
All right. Could I get close to one window? Um, I don't have disable advice device. But if the window is not locked,
Mm-hmm.
I would like to acid splash one window to create some sort of like distraction, and then open another window to let the buddy in.
This is like a studio apartment. Like, this thing is tiny. There's a one window on this wall, and there's one window on this wall. And there's a guard in the middle of the room, and he's just happens to be looking out this window because you intimidated him. He still knows you're there.
Oh,
Oh, well,
got it.
whoops.
He's just pretending that he doesn't see you so he doesn't have to deal with you.
Um, all right. Well, let's have him open the window. Then I want to gesture to him to like willfully open the window.
And he, like, sees you out of the corner of your eye and, like, sighs. And then walks over and, like, opens the window and goes, "You can't be up here. You gotta get down."
What say you about the? So while the window is open,
Mm-hmm.
hopefully the buddy could slip in.
And he goes, "Wait, I know you, don't I? You've done stuff for Cressida."
I have.
"She's looking for you and your friends. You should go see her."
Yeah, I have another job for us. Have you seen anything recently?
Have I seen anything recently?
Yeah,
Like, in this room?
or around?
No. We don't expect her to show up here, but if she does, we're already here.
Plan to bring her back in?
Those are the orders.
Uh,
Can't just have people escaping the law. That's how you get anarchy.
I mean,
Mm,
uh,
isn't anarchy like good for everyone every once in a while? You know, cleanses the system a little bit. You know,
it's not spring break.
it's like juicing. You know,
Just a little once in a while. For your health.
Just a little lick of anarchy just keeps it going. Yeah.
Little anarchy as a treat.
as a treat. You know,
That's a treat. That's a treat. Just
Treat
just
yourself.
a couple fires. Treat yourself. So, what do you think of the events of the day?
Very stressful. Wouldn't be much less stressful if it had just happened.
Hmm. Do you think she actually did it?
I don't know, man. Like, probably, but it's not like she had a public trial or anything. Like, I haven't seen any evidence, but that's, you know, not important, I guess.
I mean, what if it were you? Like, would you want public trial, some proof that you did it?
I mean, yeah, obviously.
And doesn't it seem a little strange that all of a sudden we found this person? Doesn't it seem a little convenient?
Maybe, but apparently she confessed, so that's where we are.
I don't know. What's your name?
Gerald.
Gerald. You seem like a thinking man. Um, and I appreciate everything you're doing in the city. Uh, you know, trying to keep anarchy at bay. Um,
I hear much the same about you.
well, I do. I do what I can to protect those who need to be protecting. Um, is there any like I don't know? Does anything seem to be off in the amongst the ranks? Like new recruits that just kind of appeared or acting funny or just something feeling off?
No,
Any defenders?
definitely feel like there have been slightly fewer guards than normal, but you know, that's probably just the
Slightly.
increased workload. Not enough people doing all the things.
Hmm. And is there a, I don't know, are they being assigned to certain places more than other things?
No, I don't think so. It's just it's hard to get new recruits for the guards when there's unrest in the city.
It's
Recruitment is
true.
much easier when they don't think they have anything to do.
That's true. That's true. What are some of the hot spots?
Oh, I mean, most of it's pretty hot, but it's generally more in like this area.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any place else? I mean, this seems like a special locale, like this spot in general. I mean, there are a lot of people here.
Yeah,
I'm not
it's
too familiar with the city.
it's a little weird. It's a lot of like the poorest citizens live in this area, which is on the same part of the city as some of the wealthier people. Like Old Corvosa is pretty poor too, but they're on a separate island and they're all like similar in wealth kind of thing.
Hmm, hmm.
But over here, there's more obvious disparity and slightly more, what's the word I'm looking for? Desperation.
So, if anything were to happen, it would probably be in this area.
Uh, at least at first.
Hmm. Is there a secondary place?
Oh, it just spreads like wildfire usually,
Hmm. Got
just
it.
in every direction.
Alright. How long have I been talking to this guard?
Several minutes. Yeah.
Alright. Good enough for my buddy to snoof around.
Yeah. What did you want your buddy to find?
Asher, what did I want the buddy to find? Because we totally had this conversation before.
Yeah, we're looking predominantly for like signs of her recently being in here, um, or like things that were missing or rummaged through by the guards. Like, is there a broken open safe?
Is there anything like at a place that would point to her being set up?
Um, from where you're standing, you could basically see the entire apartment. It doesn't look any different from the last time you were in here.
Okay.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um. Yeah. I guess I want to see if the buddy can find anything that has been disturbed recently, especially by what's her name, the bard. Um, so see if there's like a fresh scent from her. Uh,
What was it, Trina?
Trina, yes.
I do not know how they would convey this to you, but uh, you assume by looking that Trina has not been in this apartment since you chased her out of it.
Okay. Um, I'll wrap up my conversation with the guard. You know, keep up the good fight. I'll go and see Cressida as soon as I can.
Great, great.
So, and if you come up with anything that seems a little off or some information, some insider information, pass it my way, and I'll flip him a gold piece.
Mm. Say, will do, and he'll pocket it. And then close the window. And then open it and go, now get off the roof, and then close it again.
All right, I will stealthily get off the roof.
Okay. Meet back up. Let everybody know what happened.
Yeah, yeah. So Gerald seems like a pretty good guy, but we got nothing.
Hmm. You know, we could talk about this at the tavern. Two things. I'm starting to. I don't know if it's because of the magazines you were looking at,
Oh no.
Hmm.
but I'm almost wondering if Blackjack actually set up Trina to make a spectacle for himself. Just saying. Just saying.
As in, to set her up to almost get executed so that he could then save her from the execution?
Hey, I've seen crazy. But nah, I forget what the second thing was. Shoot. Oh, I wonder if we should visit what is his name? DeVargo's ship. And ask around and see if anybody knows where Blackjack would have taken her.
Do any of you guys know how to contact Blackjack? It might just save us some time.
No.
True. Would I know how to contact Blackjack? Or would I know if he runs with the folks at the Eel's End or anything like that?
You would not. Blackjack has been pretty quiet for a long time. It's sort of like it's kind of like the Dread Pirate Wesley.
Yes.
Okay.
It's a title that's handed down.
There must be someone who knows something about Blackjack. Maybe a way to get in contact with them.
Does Blackjack ever interfere with the collection of taxes? AKA, would Dad know what's up with him?
Matchy Daddy.
Listen, I made a character with a connection to a notable NPC, and I'm gonna fucking milk it. It's on the list in the guide.
Ronan's got nothing. He's got a big cat.
Pretty sure.
Matchy Daddy.
Is there anything in here about what Blackjack has been up to? I just do not remember it. No, it does not say anything about that. My assumption is Blackjack, as a folk hero, is concerned about justice, and I don't assume the taxes are unjust based on.
Gotcha. I mean, wrong, but sure.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what the tax
Are the
structure is in
taxes?
Corvosa. Maybe
You
it's,
should know.
Maybe it's fine.
Yeah, where are the taxes being spent? Do we have universal health care?
Fair.
How is
Say decidedly
education?
not.
All right, so
Universal pre-K?
Definitely not.
community pool.
Yeah, I guess we've only got what's his face, Lamb, the guy that we killed for Universal Pre-K.
Yeah.
Jeez. That went dark quick.
What did you
Thanks.
learn at pre-K today? How to pick pockets.
Wow.
Stabbed a guy.
That's
Life of
100% this group of assholes. We're like, yep, we're all child criminals. Except for Gwen.
I don't know. Who knows? I wasn't a criminal. I was just, you know, I was forced to protect bandits in the woods.
Whatever you want to tell yourself.
I was just a child.
All right. Is there anything
All
else
right,
you guys
I have
want
to
to
go
do
to-
today? And what do you guys want to do next week?
On Dragon Ball Z.
I kind of want to go to DeVargo's ship and ask around.
That sounds like a next week thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Nothing I want to do tonight, but for next session.
Anybody else?
Ronan's just along for the ride. He knows the woods, so he's just kind of grasping at straws here.
Ashford?
I have nothing else that I want to accomplish tonight. Is that still the question?
That and was there anything specific you'd want to do next week?
I want to find Blackjack. So I guess a tour of wherever local heroes hide out.
Yeah, maybe the fish taco stand. Check in with Cressida if we want. You guys want to go see what Cressida wants?
Yeah, we probably should.
All right. Cool. Everybody good for next week?
Should be.
Should
The
be.
31st.
Correct.
Cool. Hopefully, Shaylor will be here and not still
Yeah.
be at work at 9:12 p.m.
Ooh.
Yeah. I don't think I'll have any issues, but I know the wife is going to be out. So, all these heathens will be on me. So,
I see.
Evens?
including that one right there.
Oh yeah.
Still hasn't paid his rent.
All right. Have a good night, Internet. Bye.
Bye, internet.